Hello and welcome everybody, I'm H.I.P, and this is Crusader Kings 2, and we are back in Basarabia, of course, in the wonderful, the amazing historical Immersion Project. And let me tell you, this episode and this day will be remembered by all of you as the true beginning of Spooktober. Because this is exactly what this episode will be all about. There will be so much story, you know, in comparison to all of the episodes of the series that came before, and so much story development and so much Spooktober. Just an absolute package of spookdom. Now, let's put that aside for a second, because what I want to talk about is this gem down here. You know, I've seen some comments about it, and I thought about it as well, and at the end of the day, I really want to do it, because I want to see this prosper. Duke Lop the Wise of Jewish Provence, honestly, what an achievement that he is now independent here, that he did all of this. I am, of course, going to bless him with luck, which gives him huge bonuses. You can see it right here. Look at those bonuses. And that trait is inheritable. I can always take it away, just for the record. I can remove the luck. But if he were to pass away right now, his son would inherit it. And look at Thierry. Look at this kid. He's weak, but he's a good fighter. He's 13, so even if he passes away, you know, any second now, any day now, his son will be able to inherit as a good ruler, and hopefully establish, you know, a nice Jewish Provence down there. What a beautiful development that we literally did nothing with. Anyway, let's talk about, you know, the story that has happened so far. We're looking at a ruler, we're looking at Markniat Stelian, that is called the Cleansing Flame. But he has lost his faith, because everything that he has achieved, everything that he has attempted to achieve, you know, none of it was supported by the gods or his ancestors. He had that vision, if you remember, that asked for him, you know, to sacrifice all of those poor souls, or, well, you know, I guess lucky souls to get sacrificed to the ancestors. That is quite the honor. But they asked him to do it, and he obliged. And what did they do? Did they support him in the war against the Pechenegs? No, they didn't. They didn't move a muscle. They didn't do anything. I think his frustration is quite big, which is also why I think that we will convert in this episode to Orthodoxy, but probably under a bit of a different set of circumstances than you may have been thinking. As I said, there's going to be a lot of story in this one. Now, what I do want to do, I don't want to go below 500 prestige, because I do need the prestige, just, you know, to go on and actually be able to request a mass conversion. But I also, you know, don't really need the piety. So I think that is the compromise here. We're just going to do that, and then I'm going to let the good old levy recover just a tiny little bit. You know, our manpower is very, very low. And look at that. We get like, what, 50? Just 50 straight? That is quite the successful recovering there, I feel. Ooh, you're pregnant. Look at her, she's possessed. She's crazy, dude. Why is everybody insane in this family? I have thought it over, and I cannot be the father of my wife, Risheza's baby. As it grows in her belly, I have trouble sleeping. I must put this matter to rest. You know what, let's find out about it. But the way I see it, we have done, you know, we have put quite some effort into making this land peaceful, and yet barely anybody, look at this, barely anybody wants to fight for us. The garrison is recovering fairly quickly, actually. Wait, is it? Base reinforcement rate, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, okay, it's going well. You know, this is going well. Once this is filled up, we should get a decent amount of levy back every single month, just in general. But I gotta tell you, so far they have all been very, very disappointing in terms of giving me manpower. I hope that will change. The maid I hired to gain my wife Risheza's confidence has not found anything at all suspicious about her pregnancy. You know what? That's a relief. I'll take it. What I want to do in this episode, if I get the chance, is maybe, you know, first of all, of course, ooh, look at you, wait a minute. So he has the flu, and he is bedridden, he's already 48. If he passes away, there is a good chance that many of his step rider horse lords will declare independence, which then would open them up for some attacks, you know, just by a sneaky Romanian. So maybe that is our entryway here. I can't say for sure, because it's definitely something that is luck determined. If he doesn't die, I mean, it's just the flu, right? What's going to happen to him? Oh, yep, he did not pass away, sadly. Can I help you out a bit? You know what? His troops aren't at home. I don't know where they are. Can I actually take a look at that? Where do you have your troops, my friend? Shatmar, huh? Which means that they're gonna be on the way back. See, I would love to plunder Bender. Oh, it's already been plundered. I can't even do it. I would have loved to do it. Maybe I could capture him. He is at home at this time, but no luck. It is good tradition to have some gossips around a pregnant woman in order to keep her calm and distracted from the tribulations of this delicate time in her life. As Risheza's husband, it is my duty to provide her with the support she needs. Yep. I have some maids dispatched, you know, they can talk, whatever. Your dedication to religious pursuits has been noticed around the realm. Among others, it has quite impressed Agafia. You have maintained correspondence on various religious and philosophical matters for some time and find that you are rapidly becoming good friends. Our common interests bind us together. Very, very nice. See, I don't actually believe that much anymore, but I'm not somebody, I don't think right now at this very moment Stellian is somebody that challenges the ancestors. He's just a bit disappointed. And he is quite, think about it. His base stat is what? His base learning stat is 2. He is dumb as wood, or dumb as hay. That's I guess more of a German saying, but he's dumb as hay. And I think that may even be an English saying. I'm not quite sure. Either way, he's not the smartest. But with all the reading he has done, with all the storytelling that, he has listened to, I think he's become quite the intelligent man. People will probably be quite happy to converse with him about the topics, related to religion. And what is going on over here, by the way? Lietuva is actually fighting and succeeding against the Kievan Rus. Ooh. You think they can pull it off? How many troops do you have in full? Practically nothing. Jesus. That is pretty disgusting. Why would you do that? Why can't he call in any vassals? Or, like his proper tribal vassals? Are they not? No, they're all tribal. He should be able to call them in. Maybe I'm just, very confused. But I have the feeling that he should be able to call them in. And look at you. Oh my god, what a child. Claudiu Stelianescu. A son was born to Mar Kniaz Stelian the Cleansing Flame and Mar Kniaza Richeza of Basarabia named Claudiu. Welcome to this world, Claudiu. And look at him. Quick, attractive, tall, and perceptive. I mean, how do you tell that a baby's gonna grow up to be tall? I guess, just like a huge baby? Either way, that is a wonderful child. Child of destiny. As you hold little Claudio in your arms, you feel something ominous emanate from his tiny eyes. Oh god. This game just made everything so much more intense. I'm so mad, first of all at myself and second of all at the game. Let's read this through and then I'm going to tell you why. They're not filled with the glee of a newborn babe, but with the determined ambition of a warrior. Your sword is nothing, but the Volv who delivered him did claim the night of his birth unusual somehow. Blessed perhaps? Although some would call it folly, you remember the night as one bearing prophecy. As you put Claudio back to bed, a shiver runs down your spine. In your mind's eye, an image of the world changing flashes past, where great kings bend the knee to your son. Perhaps it is time for you to go to bed too. Perhaps the world will change. Do you goddamn know how rare this goddamn Child of Destiny event is? It fits the lore that you are about to receive, but by god, why does the game ruin me so? Claudio, goddamn Claudio, what an actual amazing child. What a genuinely just wonderful, wonderful child. What a shame. What an absolute shame that you had to be the Child of Destiny, Claudio. I don't know what to say. It's just one of those moments where you look at it and you're just like, this did not go as planned. It really simply did not go as planned. God damn it. My magnificent pet owl has finally taken her last breath. Although I have been her guardian for a long time now, when it is time to send her off, I realize that perhaps she has also been watching over me. She was family and shall be buried next to my ancestors. Absolutely. What a shame that the pet owl is now gone. But what can you do about it? And there you go. I'm so... See, it fits even more. It fits even more. I'm actually dying on the inside. So what is going on here, right? This is a custom event. I wrote that event with the knowledge that eventually, at some point, I would have a second child. It happened very, very early. It's only 9 minutes into the episode. And I knew that child would die. I knew it because I scripted it. And then that child was a random Child of Destiny. You gotta be kidding me. Anyway, demonic creature. No. No. What have you done? Stellian could not believe his eyes. The crib of his newborn child had been desecrated and the young life extinguished. Bloodied but absurdly proud, his firstborn stood before him. Basarab watched his father with manic eyes until he finally decided to respond. I remember now. You are my son. Without you I would not stand here today, for your sacrifices bound me to this land. What was done had to be done. I have returned. Stellian only wished to awaken from this nightmare. What have you done? So essentially, at age 0, your son, child of goddamn destiny, Claudio Basarab, was voraciously devoured by Basarab. Our son Basarab, if you remember, our father, if you remember him, he was a personality that shortly before his death attempted to become immortal with the help of some foreign witch, and he failed. He died with the tasks of becoming immortal. And now we have a son who just told us that he was our father. This character is widely believed to be a reincarnation of Markniaz Basarab the Butcher. Goodness me. And he has just eaten our child of goddamn destiny, and apparently that helped him recovering some of his memory. I'm salty. Look, I'm salty that that was a goddamn child of destiny, but what do you do in this game? What do you do? The Great Deceiver. Word is spread fast. Basarab had always been an odd child, but the bloody, seemingly ritualistic murder of his sibling had shaken the very core of the Roman people within Basarabia. If the child spoke the truth, the visions of the ancestors had brought nothing but foul magic and betrayal for Steljan's reign. The demand for sacrifice had not been issued to protect the land and its people, but to bind the spirit of Steljan's father to the fate of his people. The late Basarab had been a cruel, if competent ruler who, or so the rumors told it, feared nothing more than death. Was this child truly his return? Did Steljan cause this? There was only one way forward in the eyes of the Markniaz. Beware that your hearts are not deceived. And you know what it means, or at least I do. While he was always a bit distraught, a bit disillusioned about his faith, it is clear to him now that the ancestors have betrayed him. The ancestors have made it so that he is all alone in the world. And maybe it is time to request the help of some new gods. Theocharistos, would you help me to convert my tribe? You could ask Vasilios Theocharistos of the Vasileia Romaion to sponsor your realm's conversion to the Orthodox faith. With the help and support of a legitimate realm, the transition will be much easier. Undergoing a mass conversion while below absolute tribal authority will increase the chances of pagan vassals rejecting the new religion, so only of this man. Send a letter to him, absolutely. I need the help of a new god. My child of destiny was just eaten by my 12-year-old son. My ancestors they're not gonna help me here. I'm honored to accept your plea to help the poor people of Basarabia see the light and embrace the Orthodox faith. We will begin preparations for a great conversion immediately. Lose 500 prestige. Vasilios Theocharistos of the Vasileia Romaion will send Orthodox priests to prepare a large ceremony for the mass conversion of your subjects. All vassals will be invited to the impending ceremony. Let's see if he says yes. I think that's one of the main things. I have long thought about your request, and I have come to the conclusion that I cannot abandon our ancestors' gods. I will not attend your great conversion, nor will any of my vassals. The conversion of Basarabia, the conversion of Suchiava starts on a cold morning. The bishop leading Vasilios Theocharistos' embassy meets you at the river near the city. Your faithful vassals stand beside you, while the rest of your subjects wait their turn behind them, looking still visibly confused. The bishop recites a few verses from the Bible before you lead your vassals into the river. As you pass the Orthodox priests, they baptize you one after the other in the cold water. It takes some prodding from the guards to convince the peasants to follow you into the water, but after a while the entire crowd stands soaked and shaking by the riverside, just in time to watch the priests and their helpers drop your old idols into the waves. As the false visages, I don't know how to pronounce it, visage in German, are swallowed by the tides, the bishop proclaims, "May their memory forever be banished from your soul. Oh, by the gods, may it be banished." This is a new beginning for our people. And I'm minus 3,000 prestige. Quite intense. In order to help my subjects to better understand their new responsibilities as Orthodox converts, Vasilios Theocharistos has sent a knowledgeable priest to Suchiava. He will be a great addition to the court. Welcome. And also, can I interest you? Oh, you're already in that position. Very, very nice. Why don't you try to proselytize? Oh, all of them already done. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Why don't you hunt some apostates, my man? Why don't you simply hunt some apostates? The rest is okay, that's perfectly fine. Now, please heal my son. Heraclius has been insisting for a while now that a baptism requires me to adopt a new, proper Orthodox name in order to truly prove my newfound faith in God. Steljan, the cleansing flame. Sure. Zachariah. Magnus, Matthew, Jesus, Samuel, Joshua, Gregory. You know what? I think Stephen. Right? That is like a proper Christian name. There you go. Stepan? I don't know how you pronounce it actually in Romanian. Well, well, well. And interestingly enough, by the way, he did not pass away, which means that we now have an... Ooh, would you look at this? Religious reconquest of Tamataka. Where's this? Tamataka? What is he Oh, interesting. Oh, this is the perfect time to declare. This is the perfect time to declare. And we can do it for an entire duchy too. This is beautiful. You know what? I shall do it. It will be done. Who else is at war with you, by the way? You're attacking somebody. That's okay. We will destroy you. Look at this. Look at all these troops. They come together and they will fight together. Alright, what else is going on? Oh yeah, you know what? I should absolutely arrest him. What are you trying to do, Theodora? Is this still going on? You know what? An? You are the one that came here when this demon spawn showed up that has now eaten one of my literal children. She's fled the court. Where did she go? What? Wait, where did she go? Oh, okay, France. Well, that's a bit far. Crusader. I'm sorry to tell you. You gave me this wicked child, and she fled too. You gotta be kidding me. Where did she go? Back to Pomerania. Everything is crumbling. Everything is crumbling all around us. Whom shall I fear? The priests of the Romans initially did not pay much thought to the desperate pleas of the Roman ambassadors beyond the desire to convert one of the last remaining heathen savages of the north. Soon after their arrival in Suceava, however, it became very clear to them why the Romans were tormented enough to discard their ancestor worshipping faith en masse and with no hesitation. The boy is possessed, quite clearly, my lord. It will be no easy choice, but to aid your son's soul means to imprison the demon, and your son with him. For now. We shall force the foul witchcraft's end with the help of the Lord. I beg you, cleanse his soul. We imprison our son. We imprison our son. I'm going to put him under house arrest. That is going to be fair enough for the moment. Look at this kid. Good God, our father is beg. Let's just hope that he's not gonna do anything against us. Now, the funny thing is, I don't actually even have to hire any mercenaries. We are incredibly strong with what we have just, you know, by default. But I assume that all of theirs actually came in. Yeah, they did come in because that is directly your territory. I'm gonna be better safe than sorry. We're gonna hire some proper mercs here. What about the Turkmen company? I like to have some horses just to counter them. I think that should be fine. We do have a decent amount of money as well. Let's do it right over there. My prisoner, the depraved Basarab, who is rumored to be the spawn of the devil, has somehow escaped my dungeons. What? The guards have no explanation. The cell was still locked but empty. And he's... What? All of my subjects. This is wild. No, you're going back to prison, my man. And this time around, you're gonna stay in prison. Oh no, game, don't do this to me. Every morning since my injury, I have been startled by the stump where my hand used to be. The people around me have not been able to get used to it either. Lately, I have considered having a prosthetic hand crafted. Perhaps that would make me look and feel more like my old self. Iron hand? Golden hand? I mean, it was a sacrifice to the gods, but the gods betrayed us, didn't they? You know what? An iron hand will be enough. But I will pay for the iron hand, absolutely. How could I not? And I will pay to take down every single one of these. Heracleus has been suggesting for a few days now that as an orthodox ruler, I'm no longer under any obligation to allow the other chieftains to determine how to divide my own land once I die. He assures me that I'm well within my right to pass down my titles directly to my children. Sounds very convenient. Sure, Gablekind. If the new god wills it, then so be it. We haven't had that great of an experience until now, did we? Alright, as long as the Byzantines are at war with them, I feel like we will do fairly good. Release only the Orthodox, of course. And then take everyone we found prisoner. Every single one of them. Didn't we just imprison somebody very important? Who are you, Kugel? You don't really matter, do you? I'm not retaking this. Are you out of your mind? How dare you? How dare you? Go get him, boys. I do not desire to run out of money. That would be the worst. Take them prisoner. Take them all prisoner. I'm gonna retake, and look at this. This is the bulk of the Romanian people. There's many more down there, of course, but this is a very healthy amount of ours, you know, of what truly belongs to us. And I think this is gonna be a grand conquest, because they will see us as liberators. And I'm doing something good for our god here. I'm freeing Orthodox people, am I not? Maybe that will cure my son, but honestly, I kind of doubt it. Alright, take them all out. Take them all out. Actually, I can just siege this, that's fine. We're in no hurry here. We are in no hurry whatsoever. Take everyone we found prisoner, of course. Is this, this is hills? I don't have any money. You know what, actually. No, just resist. Don't worry, you're in the field, you're fighting. What is this? Is this, plains? I think we should be good to go if we take the fight right here. Stefan will bring the fight to them. Now let's have a look at our commanders. We got a really good flanker in Saim, so he will stay there. We are also a flanker. I think we could have this. I know there's a lot of people coming here, but we got the advantage with an early arrival. Yeah, there you go. Look at this. Looking good, looking good. There are many mysteries in the Orthodox faith. It might be interesting to spend some time delving into the old text of the Bible. Sure. They destroyed us. Ouch. God damn it. I can simply not have any successful wars against these people, even with the Byzantines on our side. I can just literally not make it happen. And this is me entirely out of character. Of course, you know, it's awful that I'm losing this yet again. I was hoping that we would become, you know, the Lord of Moldova. But look at this. Oh god. It's gonna be horrible. Well, I'm gonna prolong this for just a bit, you know, we're losing so much money. Oh my. Yeah, this is horrible. Straight horrible. 687 people, beautiful. I'm just gonna, you know, kind of play it cool. Shouldn't have attacked them there, I just really thought it could happen, but I got shreked by the 3k that came in afterwards. In the past few months, you have been spending many nights reading the Bible. The texts contain many items of wisdom and also give hints to the most important mysteries of the Blessed Virgin. These sacred texts illuminate me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright, you know what? We are still losing money, but it's not important because we do not... Oh, in order to assist you in the conversion of your lands to the rightful worship of God, we have decided to send you a modest sum of gold from our royal coffers. Thank you. That actually is incredibly helpful. Now let's go down here and try to, you know, just reclaim some of the land that was just re-sieged. Maybe we can make something happen here. I doubt it. I highly doubt it, but... You know, you got it. Oh, yep, the Byzantines got shreked. Absolutely destroyed. Famous writer proposes to compose your family chronicles. You know what? No. My family's cursed. You think I'm gonna have a chronicle of that? Yeah, the Byzantines got absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Can I arrange a divorce with you, by the way? I do not have the prestige. I cannot even get divorced from this mad... stark raven mad lady that gave me this cursed son. Right, take them all out. Let's try to, you know, at least take as many provinces as we can to annoy them at least a little bit. It's just, man, these horses. These horses. How many people would I need to siege this? Could have, like, just enough. Potentially. Oh yeah, but they are coming back. If I can just maybe get another white piece, you know the drill. We've done this before, quite literally done this before. I would like to become, I think, an inspiring leader, I want to say. Moral damage is nice. Definitely very, very nice. We can't actually siege it, at least until somebody else arrives. There you go. We are sieging it, if even very slowly. And I'm afraid of the horses arriving? Are they coming for me, or are they just taking this out? I think they're coming for me, right? Yep. No, actually, they're going for Belgrade I Erdel. Whatever that means. I'm not sure that Belgrade is actually there, but that's okay. They're, of course, going to reclaim that. Yep, there they go. Okay. Still scared. I'm going to just, you know, kind of leave. They are going to just retake all of this. By the looks of it. Oh, nope. No. Turn around. Yeah, they're coming. Oh, this sucks. You think they're going to come north? I don't think so. I think they're going to go all the way around. Yeah, they are. Okay. As was to be expected, really. Are they going back now to the Byzantines, or did that war end? That war ended. Ah. I'm so mad that I threw that war. You know, first the game gives me a Child of Destiny, a once-in-a-lifetime event, so to speak. And it is exactly then when I literally cannot have a Child of Destiny. God damn it. The more I think about the Great Conversion, the more doubt gnaws at my mind. Basileus Theocharistos priests put up a nice spectacle, but even after converting your entire realm, there was no miracle, no divine revelation to reward your accomplishment. The peasants still toil in the fields, the chieftains still squabble amongst themselves, nothing changed. And my son? Still the wicked, wicked child. Why does God not speak to me? Didn't become cynical, interestingly enough. Yeah, I will not be able to piece them out here with a white piece. I'm gonna try just one desperate attempt where we try to re-siege this ASAP. And then try to go on and immediately take a white piece. I don't think we're gonna get it, but the ticking wall... Yeah, nope, there they come. Alright, I gotta... You know, you gotta admit defeat when there's the defeat. Damn, that sucks. That really sucks. What a painful... and a string of losses that we have gone through. But either way, it's a terrible, terrible rule that he has had. And honestly, he hasn't exactly been blessed. And then on top of all of this, this is going on. Damn, I miss you, Claudio. Let me tell you, I miss you. But you know what, Basarab? Let's see what you know, kind of have in the back pocket for us. Either way, I want to thank you for tuning in. This was a wild ride, even for me, simply because the game just teased me so much beyond what I had already planned. And look at what's going on down there. They're holding, you know, winning against France. They're attacking them for Tolosa. Damn, they're gonna clean house by the looks of it. Different, you know, from me. I want to thank Snywolf, Sai, and Herman, the Baron members of this channel. And of course, special thanks go to Benedict, our Great Duke. And with that being said, if you want to support the channel as all those four are supporting me, then you can just check out the join button. You know, there are certain perks that you can gain by becoming a member channel. And of course, you are just a member to the channel. And of course, you're just supporting the channel. And on top of that, if you want to support me by buying Paradox games that you would buy anyway, then consider using my affiliate link. I get a share of whatever you buy with no further cost to you. Now, that being said, October has just begun. And honestly, the game actually has me spooked because they gave me a dream and I took it away myself. Who could have seen that coming, eh? I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until then, later, alligator.